This unit will give you a better understanding of how to properly identify your notebook, when you should make your notes, and what should go in your notebook. You should have a piece of paper and a pen or pencil handy for this lesson. Although your main goal in enforcing your bylaws is to get people to follow the rules in the first place, there will come a time when you will have to charge someone. Even when you deal with people on a casual basis, it will become very important for you to make a written account of what was said. These written accounts are called your notes. Your notes are an essential tool. It is important that they are complete and accurate so that you or others can refer back to them in the future. Your notebook should be properly identified with your name and the date that you started and finished the book. You should make entries in the book on a daily basis. The date and time should be documented with your shift. Record information about the people you deal with. If you serve a compliance letter, make note of the time and to whom you serve the letter. We will talk more about the compliance letters in Unit 12. If you are gathering evidence on an offense that may end in the courts, you should enter as much information about the incident as possible, including a description of the person and scene. The information you enter has to be recorded as soon as possible after the incident, so you don't forget anything. In court, you will need to be able to state exactly when you made your notes and how much time passed between the time of the incident and when your notes were recorded. Descriptions of suspects should be as detailed as possible and include the suspect's sex, age, height, weight, hair color and length, eye color, clothing, and any special characteristics such as tattoos or piercings. Now for some practice. Take a look at this picture. Using the characteristics we just discussed, try to write down a description of the person the arrow is pointing at. Be as detailed as possible. Remember, your notes should include the person's sex, age, height, weight, hair color and length, eye color, clothing, and any special characteristics such as tattoos or piercings. Take a minute to compare your notes with the picture on your screen. How many details did you get right? Which details were harder to pin down? It's hard enough to remember details about someone you just saw, but imagine how hard it would be after some time has passed. This is why it's so important to take good notes. If you seize anything to prove your case, you will want to write down the location where you found the item, the time, the date, and a description of what you have seized. Items seized to help you prove your case are known as exhibits. It is important for you to realize that others may see your notes. Your supervisor may review them. The courts may look at what you have written, or you may have to give a copy to the police. It is for this reason you want them to be neat and readable. Your notes are essentially a daily record of what you see, hear, say, and do. Make sure your notes identify the who, what, where, when, why, and how of the situation. Make sure your notes are complete, accurate, and readable. Write your notes at the first available opportunity and do not leave your notebook for unauthorized people to read. Not only do you need to keep good notes, you also need to make sure that your community has a secure place to store the notebooks. There have been cases in recorded history where the notebooks of the police officers involved were used many years after investigations ended. The officers were able to use their notes to give an accurate account of what they did in relation to these cases.